Yeah, this is me, your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa. I gotta give up the ghost. I gotta give up the ghost. So my wife, my new bride, can come in. And I'm gonna play something real quick for y'all. This your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa. 914 Westchester County, New York. We do another live video real quick. I'm not gonna be up here that long. Maybe 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my YouTube creators. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to them doing a wonderful job. Or as always, shout out to them. Shout out to my moderators. We're going to keep the peace. And I yield to the floor of my new wifey, which is Lonnie One Love. Shout out to the chat. Me and Brooklyn Lily Ellie is fighting over one woman. Where did the fight come in? Because Lonnie is not interested in Brooklyn Lady Ellie like that. But Brooklyn Lady Ellie inserts herself in all the battles that Lonnie One Love is fighting against. Everyone that Lonnie is going against right now, Brooklyn Lady Ellie is being paid to do that. Shout out to the chat. I'm sending out my wedding invitations, my wedding notices for Lonnie One Love, the Empress over there, to be my wife. She's unhappy with her living situation. Her mother put a curfew on her. The woman is like, what, 41 years old? She got children of her own. One of her children is in college. The other ones are doing whatever they want to do. And shout out to the chat. Lonnie One Love is my new wifey, my new bride to be. Shout out to the chat. She's coming down the aisle with a red dress on and a red veil over her face. Shout out to the chat. You sacrificed a lot to get to me, Lonnie. You sacrificed a lot of people on YouTube to get to this point. We're gonna get married. We gonna be husband and wife. Because I had someone email me the other day. They emailed me and it said, Arabia, you and Lonnie One Love sound like an old married couple. We've been married like 20 years, 30 years. I know Lonnie loves me. I know she do. I know she care about me. She don't want this apartment to look all white with white walls. But at least I clean them down every week, baby. I clean these white walls down with bleach every week. I clean my carpets. I clean the bathroom. I clean the kitchen. I got food in here, but Lord have mercy. You need to come for Thanksgiving. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, Lonnie One Love ran away from this house a long time ago. She ran away. But she's still trying to get me locked up for domestic violence. She's trying to get me locked up for domestic violence and harassment. But Lonnie, you did the biggest deeds to me. You try to hurt. I love Lonnie. I love you. And I want you to come home. You ain't gotta live with your mama no more. You ain't gotta live there. But you want me to paint my walls. You don't want the white walls, okay? Shout out to the chat. She don't want the white walls. She don't want the white walls. Shout out to the chat. Lonnie, Lonnie, come on, baby girl. Stop being shy. Stop telling people lies about me. Only thing you're doing is doing a propaganda program. And you're doing it because you're upset with me. Your husband put you out behind that sex tape and the bullshit you was doing on YouTube. Your mama is threatening to put you out. Your mama got a curfew on you. Your mama gave rules to how a woman gonna give rules to you and you paying her once a month a certain amount of money. I don't know what it is. Because when I lived with my mother, when I lived in the foster care system, I was paying what, $870 a month. That was my foster care payment. When I moved in with my biological mother, what was I paying her? 400 a month. So I had a right to do what I wanted to do. Even me and her didn't get along. We could not see eye to eye. My mother still begged me, Arabia, let me in. Arabia, I'm your mother. You my mother, but you left me in the world. Shout out to the chat. Lonnie One Love is my new wife. My new wifey. You heard the wedding bell, so I'm sending out the wedding invitations. Lonnie, all you gotta do is gas up your car, and come down to where I'm at. I'm in South Carolina. You know my address. You want me to give it out again? 1824 Clement Avenue, North Charleston, apartment B. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. This woman has been stalking me ever since I left from her sector. She kicked me out. I was disrespectful, according to her. Shout out to the chat. But Lonnie, anytime you want to, you can come down here and be with me, your true husband, your true lover, your true wife, in another lifetime. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, that's the only thing she gotta do. She gotta stop being so scary and come to me. You're unhappy where you're living at. You're living with your mom. At least you can take your black ass over there to the shelter system and get you a new apartment. But you're too lazy to do that. You're too lazy. It might not be that she's lazy. She's just too busy. Too busy working her regular job. Too busy doing her wet butters. And she's unhappy living with her mother. I knew she was going to be unhappy. I knew this day was coming. Shout out to the chat. But all Lonnie gotta do is openly say how she feel. Openly. She got the link anytime she want. She used to be a moderator over here. Sis had to take over. Shout out to Sis Rabbit Got a Wrench. I had to fire him being the managing moderator. I had to fire Sis. I don't have no bad feelings about Sis, but I had to fire him because I make certain decisions on my page, and certain people need to be blocked. Sis was not doing it. He unblocked them. Don't unblock nobody. Don't override my judgment. My judgment is final. My judgment is supreme. Shout out to the chat. The rabbits over there, they need to call themselves Los Conejos. Los Conejos. That means rabbit in Spanish. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. Lonnie One Love, if you feel so compelled to fight against me, you warn against me, you're doing videos about me, you're paying motherfuckers to do videos about me, baby, I only see Brooklyn Lady Ellie fighting for you. Brooklyn Lady Ellie is living in New York. She's the closest thing outside of your mother's house. But you will be more free in this house. See, you ain't got to worry about a wheelchair. You ain't got to worry about the bed sheets being soiled. Only going to be soiled with your pussy juices. Your pussy. And your pussy coming here? Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. Lonnie, one love. The Empress over there. Queen of the damned. And she don't even know she's the queen of the damned. Your mother put a curfew on you. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. You better be in this house at 10 o'clock at night, or else risk the chance of being locked out. You know how that feels when your mother locks you out? When your mother locks you out of the goddamn house and probably tell you the next day when you come back, don't come back in here no more. Get your shit, pack everything up, get the fuck out. Because your mother can do that. She can do that. Unless you stop her. You live in Philadelphia, go over there to them people. Go over there to DSS or social services early in the morning. Take you and your son. Tell them people on your job you cannot appear on the job that day. You got something else to do. Even though you're a supervisor, you still have the right to say you have something else to do. Get your own housing. Get your own housing. But if you're not comfortable doing that, come on down here to South Carolina. You know my address. You know my phone number. You know my email address, bitch. You know it. I called her bitch. I meant to say ma'am. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Lonnie, since you did all that dirty shit to me, I'm not going to do too much dirty shit to you, but I'm going to watch you a little more closer. And my team going to watch you. My team. I got 10 people watching you. Watch your chats. What videos you do about me. What videos you don't do about me. It is what it is. You got money. Pay your way. Stop living with your mama and get your own house. Get your own thing going on. You can't be with your husband no more because your husband is a domestic violent offender. Didn't he try to choke you out not too long ago? He beat you all them years you were living with him. Shout out to the chat. And you talk about my mother. My mother birthed me into the world to help people just like you. And you helped me too. So, shout out to the chat. It is what it is. Lonnie One Love, Empress, so-called Empress. Really, Queen of the Damned. But everybody call her empress on this shit. That's ridiculous. How she's an empress? She living in her mama house. The mother just gave her a curfew. She said she got to be in the house at 10 o'clock at night, or she are being risked at being homeless. Because once the mother lock you out of her fucking house, when you come back the next day, she gonna tell you to pack everything up and get the fuck out of her fucking house. That's what she gonna do. Shout out to the chat. It happens. It happens. How I got put at my mother's house? Very simply. I choked a bitch. I choked her because she was a treasonous. She was a traitor. She was a Benedict Arnold. And all traitors need to be treated that way. Now, Lonnie, you try to snitch on me, so, I'm going to be a little cautious. Don't be surprised if I have padlocks on my cabinets and on my refrigerator. Don't be surprised. But if you come in here and you do your job real good, everything will be released. I'm giving my life to my YouTube channel. Shout out to the chat. Since Lonnie is so much in love with me, and so is Brooklyn Lady Ellie. I got 2 bitches on YouTube in love with your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa. It's only one I choose. I don't choose Brooklyn Lady Ellie. Brooklyn Lady Ellie is trash. Throw her to the trash. Dumpster. She's a dumpster element. But Lonnie One Love, you can be saved. I want you to come here. Come to my house. If you dare, gas up your car, put stuff in the car. Don't tell your mama you leaving. Just come down. And when you get here, knock on the door. I will let you in. I will make a copy of the house key so you can get in. Shout out to the chat. I'm not a villain. I'm not a hard-hearted woman like my mother. The same woman that Lonnie One Love talked about. I'm not her. Shout out to the chat. Good morning, everyone. Queen Regina, thank you for coming in. And whoever else came into the chat, thank you for coming in. But I'm just extending this wedding invitation to Lonnie One Love. So she do videos about me. She's paying people to do videos about me. She's interested in living with me. But the only thing she got a problem with is the white walls. The white walls is getting on her nerves. So I guess she's going to put $89 in my Cash App so I can buy some paint and paint the walls. Birdman would be more than happy to paint all the walls. He said, I'm going to come in, I'm going to paint the wall. What color you want? What color you want? I said, I want black. He said, eggshell black? Yes. He going to paint the walls in the bedroom. When he go into the rest of the house, he's going to paint everything white. White. But he also got to paint in her name on the walls. Paint her mural in the living room by that table. I got to move the table. Oh, God. I got to move the table. So I can have her picture there. y'all heard that song, Punish Me. She want the whole world to punish me. She want me to be homeless. I'm not a victim. Not at all. Not at all. Because I trolled her for a couple of months and she couldn't take it. Now her mother wants her out of there. Her mother wants her out. The mother not saying out loud, she want her out. But she, when you living with somebody, they give you like little hints. They don't cook the food no more. They cut off the lights when you come in. They tell you gotta be here at 10 o'clock at night or you risk the chance of being locked down. That's what she's facing. In my case, if she comes here with me, she could live here rent free. Only thing she gotta do, whatever food she like to eat, she need to get her pots and pans up in here because I don't have the accommodations to suit her eating needs. And my suggestion is do not order no Uber. No Uber Eats. Don't order no pizza. Don't buy no pizza. Don't go to no goddamn restaurant you can cook right here now. The Birdman will come over here once a month and clean the ceilings, and and he'll look at you and he'll be like, "Congratulations, congratulations, you finally got with Arabia Barbosa." And he gonna back up. He gonna be my best man at the wedding. I'm gonna have my tuxedo on. I'm gonna have my black fedora on, and I'm gonna stand there and wait for my bride to walk down the aisle. And she gonna walk. She gonna be strutting. She gonna be walking so fast. the flower children can't even keep up with her. Unfortunately for me, Birdman might lose my wedding ring for her finger. Bitch, you better get that wedding ring. You better find it. Or I took it to the pawn shop the other day. Or what? You better go to that pawn shop and get that goddamn wedding ring. I'm supposed to get married. I'm gonna invite all the YouTube creators that I subscribe to and other people I don't even know. And all of them gonna come. You know what my sister told me the other day? And they told me, they said, Arabia, I don't mean no harm, but we was watching your YouTube channel the other day because we on Facebook and stuff, and we watched your channel the other day. We want to know when you're going to get married. Did you hit the woman already? Because everybody you get, you hit. You like to beat on. I said, I didn't do nothing to this woman. I didn't do nothing to her. They said, well, we need a new sister-in-law. We need a new friend. And she's a Virgo. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, my sisters questioned me about that the other night. And they said, Arabia, we waiting for you to get married. We waiting for you to have a new friend. The other friends, we don't know that much about, but we didn't like them. We like her. We see her picture. We see that she like to go to the bars and drink her little drinks, and we know her name and all, and she's very pretty. Arabia, did you hit that woman? I said, I didn't hit her. So why would she put on her community wall that you did something to her? I was like, no, I didn't do nothing to that woman. Oh, no, I didn't do nothing to her. Well, they very interested in Lonnie One Love. Shout out to the chat. See, the YouTube world collides with the real world. And my sisters are asking me about the Empress, Lonnie One Love. They asked me about her. He said, "We see that you in love with her, and she looked like she in love with you. Did you hit her?" I did not slap her. I did not hit her. I did not beat her. Did not do anything to her. Well, why did she leave? Why did she leave your house? She was just there a few weeks ago. Arabia, she was just at your house. And so she lied. She lied to the police. She was trying to get me locked up. So why did she call that hospital? She was trying to get me locked up. Can you understand that? Well, we like her. Even if you get married to her and something happened to you, we'll still love that woman because we don't want another sister-in-law. They want someone to replace Sergeant Crystal Reagan. They want a replacement. It hasn't happened through the men. And my sisters are strictly dickly. They know I'm the only one loose, a loose cannon. And trust me, they follow my YouTube channel and they question me. And I had to tell them, don't ask no more questions. And my younger sister said, I'm going to ask all the questions I want. Did you hit this woman? Did you beat this woman? Did you violate this woman? Did you do anything to this woman? And I said, no. And she said, why did she go back to Philadelphia? Why did she leave from you? And she know you're not supposed to be left alone. Shout out to the chat. And I told my sister simply, we had an argument, we had disagreement. And my sister looking out on these YouTube streets, and she said, Arabia is more than an argument and disagreement. Did you hit her? Did you abuse her in any way? I said, no, I did not abuse her. Well, we waiting for the wedding. Come on, Arabia. Because the sister that was asking me is a Taurus. The other one is a Virgo. The other one is a Leo. Shout out to the chat. Leo, Taurus, and Virgo. 3 different women. 3 different lifestyles. It is what it is. And they always think I'm doing something wrong to the woman. But I did not do anything to Lonnie One Love. I did not hit her. I did not hit her. I did not beat her. I did not mistreat her. I did not take her money. I did not steal her purse. When she asked for the Cash App thing for her new wallet, I cashed app her. She sent the money back. I said, wow, she's really mad with me. But she'll be all right. I'm going to leave Lonnie alone. But the wedding invitations are sent out. And Lonnie One Love, the Empress over there, she feels so angry with her mom. One thing you got to do is pack up your car or go to the homeless shelter. Go to the homeless shelter, put in for housing for you and your son. Yeah, go over there and do that. I might share at the end of this video how to get in touch with things in Philadelphia, but I might not, because I'm more interested in her coming to my house, doing the pull up, and coming to my house. And when she do the pull up, child, Lord have mercy, she gonna have a bunch of shit in that car. In that car. Oh Lord, what did I do? Lord help me. Oh, God help me. God help me, Lord. Oh, Lord, I couldn't sleep. I did not work last night. I could not sleep not 1 week. I was thinking about loving one love. Put a curfew. You gotta be in here at 10 o'clock at night. I don't want all that mixing around. And keep the noise down. Keep the music down. One thing Lonnie gotta do is drive down to my place of residence and set her shit up. She'll sleep in my bedroom. Her son will sleep in the living room. Yeah, but he'll have full access to everything. I got the Wi-Fi going and everything. So he'll have full access. He can talk to his little friends or whatever, do his little video games, whatever. Only thing she gotta do is pay the electric bill. I pay the grocery bill because I don't eat that much. I don't. Oh Lord, we're gonna have a big wedding. I gotta pay for security to go to the wedding. I gotta pay for security. That's $350 right there for 5 niggas, 5 big ass niggas. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna send me all females. I already know what they're gonna do. I know that company. I know they're gonna only send females. Wow, this is crazy. Cause I need security fall around my homegirl with a little phone in her hand. Oh Lord, they gotta follow her around. They gotta escort her to a separate room, and that's it. But Lonnie One Love, you said you gonna do a pull up. Where the pull up happening, baby girl? Are you going to announce it, or are you going to call behind the scenes to Brooklyn Lady Ellie? Look, I'm going to do this pull up, and I need you to back me up. Do a video real quick so Arabia can be distracted for a little while. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. All of you are invited to the wedding. You heard the wedding bells. You're invited to the wedding. Me and Lonnie One Love, we're still on to be married. I don't know when Lonnie's gonna get down here, but she's unhappy living with her mom. The mom put a curfew on her. That's why Lonnie is not driving Uber or Lyft real quick. And when she go to her regular job, she go to her regular job. But in this house, she gonna live rent free. Only thing she gotta do is pay for her own groceries, her and her son grocery, and pay for the light bill. Just shout out to the chat. I'm not obsessed with them, Miss E. They are obsessed with me. Look at their channels. Look at their community wall. You turn around, I'm obsessed with them, Miss Eve. You should be ashamed of yourself. Miss Eve, if you feel I'm doing something wrong, hit the link. Hit the link, baby girl. Hit the link. A lot of you won't even think about hitting this goddamn link. My moderators, especially if she comes. Yes. Queen Regina, you're right. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Miss Eve. Okay, Miss Eve. Miss Eve. Miss Eve. Okay. My phone number is 843-729-9205. Miss Eve, you can call in when you get off of work. Okay. Thank you, Miss Eve. I appreciate your view. I understand your concern. I'm not obsessed with Lonnie. Lonnie is obsessed with me. Lonnie is upset because she living at her mama house. She got a curfew on her. See, I don't have none of those things on me. I don't have none of those issues on me. I don't. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Miss Eve, you can call me later. Thank you for coming in. I love Miss Eve. Shout out to Miss Eve. Shout out to Queen Regina. Shout out to everyone that's in my chat. The Oh, okay. A shout out to everyone that's in this chat because y'all feel Mr. Slow delusional. Mr. Slow, you can get the hell up on out of here. I don't know who you are, but and get your ass out of here. Okay. Ooh, shout out to the chat. Queen Regina, tell them hit the link. Hit the link or hit the cash app. Shout out to the chat. Oh, Lord. I'm running too over in this video. I need to shut this video down and take me a nap because I gotta go to work tonight. You know what? I'm doing the work thing so I can pay for my electricity and rent and other bills. So I don't want to do no more cash app giveaway until I do that. I gotta go to New York in a few more weeks. I ain't got no time for no foolishness. Shout out to the chat. I don't know who these new comments are. Who's these new comments? Yeah, I had to remove Mr. Slow. He's banned. He's banned. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, but I remember when Lonnie lost her her residence because the husband put out, plain and simple. He put out. So she looking for somewhere else to live. She lived with her mom. The mom put a curfew on her. The mom said she didn't want Lonnie running in, and that's understandable. I understand because if you're a mother, you don't want your child running all over the place and getting in dangerous spots. But realize your child is going into different bars. Your child is drunk driving. Understand that, man. And I think the mother knows, and the mother trying to put a stop to it. Shout out to Lonnie One Love Mama. Shout out to her. I wish I had a mama like that. I wish I had a mom like that. Because maybe I would have went into the military. I would have stayed 20 years, retired, had a house, everything I want. But there is inclination that I could never have any children. Could not have any children by my own body. And the reason why I couldn't have any is because I blocked everything. Because I knew if I would have had children, my children would have been taken by the system. And I was always afraid of that. So I always remembered when my period would appear or when it didn't. Because when I was young, I used to deal with little dudes here and there, but after a while, I cut them off and just started dealing with straight women. And you cannot get pregnant with a woman. You cannot get pregnant with a woman. And when I got in my 40s, I'm going to say I was 45, 46 years old when I started sleeping with men real close and started getting uh, territorial over them, protective over them, saying they couldn't do this and that. Yeah, that was me. I was that type of bitch. And I used to fuck raw sometimes, not all the time. Never got pregnant. Never had that problem. Never. Not one time. Not one time. Mm-mm. My period shows up now every so often. Whenever it feels like showing up, it shows up. But it's not the same like the way it used to be. I went to my doctor about it. He said, well, Miss Barbosa, you're going through the change of life. You're going through menopause. You've been going through menopause years ago. And when me and my doctor started talking, he said, maybe you need to see a therapist. And he gave me information to get a therapist. In South Carolina? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. These are racist motherfuckers down here. All of them are racist, really. They've been taught to fight against black people, fight against our pain. They say our pain is not truly pain. It's just imaginary. It's sleepwalk. You know, sleepwalk ain't no imaginary here. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I'm not gonna be up here that long. Miss Eve, I don't know what you're talking about. Cause Queen Regina don't see me like that. She don't. Queen Regina has never said that she see me as being a man. I never said I look at Queen Regina like Queen Regina is my sister, like a distant relative. That's how I see Queen Regina. Queen Regina made her mistakes on YouTube. She's done, but people have done things to her. Nobody talks about that. I look at KB. KB is doing the worst right now. The worst. I look at what Sister T is doing over there, Miss Eve, and Sister T getting ready to go to jail for some other bullshit. Shout out to the chat. Miss Eve, I understand. Miss Eve, you got my phone number and call me when you get a chance. When you get off of work, Miss Eve, please call me. I'll welcome your call. Shout out to the chat. Miss Eve is welcome over here. Miss Eve has hit my link plenty of times. It's been a lot of people hit my link, but some people are afraid to hit my link. Some people are actually afraid. They're afraid, and they got good reason to be afraid. Because I'm going to question them. Why are you at this link? What you want to talk about? What's going on? I'm going to ask questions. Lo tengo una pregunta. Lo tengo una pregunta. Lo tengo una pregunta. I'm saying it in Spanish. I have a question. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. All right. No, Miss Eve. Miss Eve, if you have a problem when I said, please call me on my personal cell phone. The cell phone, when you get off of work, I'm gonna tell you like this. About 8 o'clock at night, you need to be calling me, Miss Eve. Okay? My moderators, whoever my moderators are, put my phone number in the chat. My phone number, let's say it again so everybody know it's clear. 843-729-9205. Call me after 8 o'clock. I'll be over there on my job, not really working, just waiting to get on the floor. So you're not disturbing anything. So it's okay, Miss Eve, or whoever else want to call me around that time. Yeah, yeah. I don't see anything one-sided. I see the whole sides. I saw what Lonnie One Love did on her community wall. It's right there on my community wall what she did. How she went to that hospital, called the hospital, got in touch with them people over there, shared my YouTube channel to those people. All they did was laugh at her. They laughed at her. Like, we treat her. Her health insurance money is paying us. Now this bitch, you just cost them money. So I just moved on to the next customer. That's what I did. I moved on to the next program. Program is to take Prozacs. The next program is to take mood stabilizers. But on Thanksgiving Day, I will be in here with 2 gallons of red wine, and I'm gonna drink until I can't drink no more. And I hope the universe call me. I hope the universe stop me from breathing. I hope the universe give me a heart attack. I hope the universe allows me to slip out of here. For real. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here.